and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Brazil. Brazil's former President Jair Bolsonaro told Supreme Court Justice Alexandra on Wednesday he had no reason to have sought asylum at the Hungarian embassy, after the court summoned him to explain why he stayed at the diplomatic compound for 2 nights in February. Leaked video and satellite video, first published in New York Times on Monday, showed Bolsonaro entering the embassy on February 12 and leaving on February 14, just 4 days after his passport had been seized in an investigation into an alleged military coup plot. The ex-right-wing leader told the court he was not afraid of being arrested and stood by the explanation that he spent 2 nights at the embassy to maintain a good political relation. Staying at an embassy would mean authorities could not arrest a politician like Bolsonaro. The defense also claims that Bolsonaro has responded to all requests from the courts, has a fixed address, a public agenda, and has not left Brazil without communicating or requesting authorization. We now bring you news from Venezuela. Venezuela presidential hopeful Manuel Rosales on Wednesday said he was willing to hand over his place on the ballot to a unity candidate, amid uncertainty over who will carry the opposition's banner in a July contest against President Nicolas Maduro. Neither the landslide winner of an October opposition primary nor her alternate were able to register for the race before a Monday deadline, though 2 opposition groups, including Rosales, a New Time party, managed to register candidates. The opposition has until an April 20 substitution deadline to hold internal negotiations about whether to back one of the registered candidates or name alternates. The Democratic Unity Group registered Edmundo Gonzalez, a former ambassador, but sources noted that his listing is meant as a placeholder for a potential substitute. Many prominent Venezuelan opposition figures have faced bans or arrest. Last week, Venezuela's Attorney General Tariq Saab said 2 people close to Machado had been arrested and warrants were out for 7 other members of her team. Saab said on Tuesday that 2 men had been detained at Maduro's event, allegedly carrying firearms and were connected to Machado. Maduro was persecuting the party by categorizing it as a terrorist group, the broad opposition coalition said in a social media post on Wednesday. We tell you now, a woman was found dead with her hands tied in a car in Tobago, which had been on fire. The body of Deborah Gopal, an employee of J Distributors, was found in a black Mazda on the Claude Nola Highway near Lowlands, Tobago, on Tuesday night. Tobago police have classified Gopal's death as a homicide, but not yet a murder. The murder toll in Tobago remained at 5 for the year so far, up to last night. Police noted, though, that her hands were bound and the car she was found in had previously been on fire. When the flames were extinguished by the fire service personnel around 10 p.m., the body of Gopal was observed in the front passenger seat of her car. Friends of Gopal said they were puzzled about where the car was found, because she had been followed home by another J Distributors employee to ensure she was safe. However, late Wednesday night, the black Mazda 323 car she drove was not at home when checks were made, police said. Superintendent Jackman told the Express an autopsy is to be performed to determine Gopal's exact cause of death. Jackman said there were no signs of gunshot wounds or stab wounds on her body. I am KERESE Gonsalves. Thank you for watching.